Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to be doing a no or go on the e.l.f. Brushes. Yeah, pretty much. These are just brushes that range from $1, $3, and depending if you get like a kabuki brush or something like that, it's about $6, I believe. But I only have stuff from their $1 line, which they call their essential line, and then I have a bunch from their $3 line or their studio line. So I'm going to go in the pros and cons of all these brushes. I don't have every single one that e.l.f. has ever made, but I do have a select few and also some that you can find at Target. I think I have every single one that you can buy at Target, and with the exception of I think an eyeliner brush or something, and then I have a majority that you can only buy off of eyeslipsface.com. So yes, I am not affiliated with anybody at all. I'm just a loyal customer. Yeah. So the $1 brushes that I have are these ones. Now for face brushes, I will do those first. I have the e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush, and I have the Professional Total Face Brush. It's kind of like a little bit of a blunt edge right here, and then it kind of goes up. Before I get into this anymore, sorry, I'm like bad with reviews, I think. The packaging for the $1 ones are white with this little metal silvery type of ferrule, I think that's how you say it, not really sure. The packaging isn't horrible, but it's not my favorite. I like all black packaging for brushes. I just think it looks a lot sleeker than these, but I don't mind as long as the brush is nice. I don't care. Now for the bronzing brush, it is a little bit flimsy, which is kind of sad. It doesn't hold a lot of shape. I bought this, I washed it, and it became a lot softer. It was pretty scratchy off the bat. It is still kind of scratchy, but it's not unbearable. This one, the Total Face Brush, is really scratchy. Not a big fan of this one. It feels like I'm exfoliating my face when I'm putting on my makeup, which is weird. I like the shape of it. I think it's cool, and if I ever get super harsh lines from bronzer or blush or highlight or anything and I want to go over my whole entire face, I will use this because it's a little bit overbearing and it will like kind of scrub off some product and make it a lot more subdued and stuff. So I don't really like it. I can totally go without this brush. I love the shape of this one. I just wish it was softer and a little bit more dense because it's kind of flimsy. But yeah. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly just because I have a lot of brushes to review. So sorry if you're not into that. I have two of the Professional eyeshadow brushes. One of them's black because it came in a set with some eyeshadows, but they are the exact same brush. And I love this. The eye brushes are insanely soft, which is great. Like from their $1 line, they're so soft. And it's perfect for just packing shadow down all over the lid. I'm a big fan of that one. Next is the Defining Eye Brush. As I said, the eye brushes from e.l.f. are super soft, so that goes for all the other ones. I'm going to show you guys in a second too. But it has this little small angle. It is not like an eyebrow brush or anything like that, but it just has a perfect little shape. I love using this for the outer V, smudging things under the lash line. This has really caused me to do a lot more like smoky looks. As you can tell, I use this brush constantly, and it kind of can go in the crease and buff everything out really nicely, and I really have absolutely no complaints with that one. It's probably my favorite brush from e.l.f. ever. Let's see, this is the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. This one has like a little bit of a dome shape. It's perfect for crease work. And then lastly, I have the Smudge Brush from e.l.f. And it's a little bit smaller than the Professional eyeshadow brush, and same like crescent half circle shape, and it's really great for like highlight right under the brow bone, all over the lid, anything like that. This brush is great. So for the essential $1 line, I would say a definite go on the eye brushes and a no, honestly, on the face brushes. Okay, now for the Studio line brushes. Okay, dropping things. Now for the Studio line brushes, I have, I guess kind of a lot, but I'll go through those quickly as well. And yeah, so starting with the face brushes again. Oh, before I get into that, might as well talk about the packaging. The packaging on these is like a matte or kind of like satin-ish wooden handle with this little shiny black ferrule, what do you call it? I can't remember. I feel like Emily Noel talks about what this is called all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's what that thing's called. Like the tip of your shoelace, like that little plastic part. Can't remember either. I don't know. But I guess I'll start with this brush. Just moving my hair everywhere. It's great. All of these are $3, as I've mentioned. And this is a blush brush from e.l.f. I love the shape of it. It is like slightly tapered up the sides. It's really great. And I love it for like getting in with my bronzer and just like contouring it out and making a really, really chiseled look. It's like really concentrated. Also, it's great for like a highlight. I mean, blush you could use it for, blush, but I prefer to use something a little bit bigger, which is not even an e.l.f. brush, to be absolutely honest. I'm sorry. Next is a powder brush, which is this little flat top, dense type of brush. These bristles on all of the Studio Line brushes are insanely soft. So if you like a shape or a cut or something of one of these brushes, you cannot go wrong with like the softness of them. They're really, really soft, and I like that a lot about them. This brush is perfect for just tapping on powder and kind of buffing out harsh edges, anything like that without exfoliating your face. Shout out. But yeah, I think it's great, and as I don't know if you guys can tell, it's kind of dirty at the moment because I powder my face with this stuff. Two actually of the e.l.f. complexion brushes. I have one because I got it in a set, and the other one I bought at Target right when I started with makeup, but I don't even care because I really like this brush. It's great. So this is basically a bigger version of the blush brush. I thought I would show it to you. So basically it's a little bit of a bigger version. They have a little bit like they have a few differences, but like this one's a little bit more tapered, this one's a little bit more dome shaped, but they're similar. And this is good for, honestly, if you're starting out with makeup, you can use this for blush, bronzer, powder, anything like that, but I found that honestly it's kind of a bit of a weird shape for me now. So it's like I will use this on days when I want the bronzer to be a little bit more natural, or I'm running late and I can't like sculpt out my face, so I'll just do that. I think I did that today with this brush. For little things like that, it's great, but it is not an absolute essential for me. I also have the Angles foundation brush, and it's a little bit angled, and it is kind of flat, basically, and I use this for a highlight, so it's just really nice, and it's dense enough so it distributes it well, and it works really well. For foundation, I kind of feel like I'm painting my face, and if you like this to apply your foundation, great. I just use a beauty blender, my fingers sometimes a brush I might show you in a second, but like I'm not a big fan of painting my face, but if you like that, people do, that's why they have that brush in the line, you could totally do that. I have the e.l.f. small stipple brush. Woo! 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 I love this brush, you guys. Emily Noel talks about this more than anything on her channel, and I was like, girl, like you need to calm down. What's so big about this little brush? And I tried it and I love it. This you can use it for your foundation. I don't mind using it for foundation. It's just not my favorite thing to use when I'm like putting on foundation. I like to use this more for under eye concealer. The cream Maybelline Age Rewind one. I'll just buff it in. It looks so seamless. It's so quick. It's great for highlight too, but I personally just love it for concealer. Yeah, that's the word. I have this e.l.f. fan brush, and I hate this. I love e.l.f. I really do, but I hate this brush. It is just so insanely not dense. Like it just falls. There's like nothing to it. Only way I can get around using this brush for anything like a highlight or anything, I have to pinch all the little sides together to get anything to even hold up, and even then it's just not worth it. I would not recommend this brush at all. So I think now we are on to all of the eye brushes. I don't have that many from their Studio Line, but I do have a few. So I just want to say really quickly that the e.l.f. customer service is absolutely phenomenal. When I ordered from them a few years ago, they sent me 2 of the same brush in a set and stuff, and I was supposed to get obviously one of one brush and one of the other, and I emailed them. They totally took my word for it. They sent me another one, and it was perfect. It was so nice of them. So the e.l.f. staff is really great, and they sent me 2 of the, let's see which ones they sent me 2 of. So they sent me 2 of the precision brushes, which honestly I don't know if something, like if maybe a weird printing thing went wrong on these, because they both say small precision brush, but they are completely different shapes. The one right here is a lot more pointed, and the one right here is a lot more flat. So I don't know which one is a technical precision brush. And also really quickly just wanted to say that mine came a little cracked on the end, which was kind of weird, but I have 2 of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I just want to be absolutely like upfront with you guys, and I didn't want to not mention that. I wanted to let you guys know. This brush, honestly, they're just kind of small. They're good for like under lash line smudging, but other than that, it's really not a go-to for me, to be absolutely honest with you. Same goes for this small smudge brush. I don't find much use for this on the daily. I really don't. You might if you do a lot of like small, intricate smudges and stuff, but really I normally don't, and if I do, I will use that $1 small angled precision brush thing that I talked about, and that's like all I need. I also got, moving on to a little bit of a bigger brush, this small angled brush, and this is perfect for eyebrows, gel eyeliner, that type of thing. I actually have a little gel eyeliner trick which I might put in a video soon, so look out for that. But I like this for just doing the eyebrows. It is not stiff, which I personally like a little bit more of a stiff brush for eyebrows, but that's just a personal preference thing. I can use this, and I do basically use it all the time, but just a little thing to mention. And mine, over the course of 2.5 years, has finally started to fray a little bit on this side. Like on this side. I don't know if it's your left or your right or whatever, because it's like opposite with the camera and stuff. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but it's starting to fray a little bit, which is kind of annoying, but it's been hanging on. $3, 2.5 years. I got it in June, not this year, not last, maybe 3 years ago. I got it when I was 13. I'm 16 now. Okay, just kidding, like 3 years ago, I guess. Anyway, so it's not a bad thing, and I use it basically all the time, kind of rough with my brushes, and the fact that most of these have kept up pretty nicely is great. Also wanted to mention that the $1 brushes are relatively new to me, but the studio ones, except for the small stipple brush, I have had for like over a few years. Didn't mention that earlier, I'm sorry. Don't want any confusion. Let's see, this is the concealer brush from e.l.f. I use a small stipple brush for concealer, so only reason I would use this brush is to pack down eyeshadow, maybe distribute a highlight if I'm really feeling it and want it to be like super concentrated, but this is a brush I really don't use all that often. I did use it for my concealer when I first started out, but now that I'm a little bit more into makeup and trying different things, it just hasn't been a real go-to for me. Just want to keep it real with you guys, you know. Don't want to be rude, but just being honest. Here is an e.l.f. contour brush. When I first got this years and years ago, I was like, contour brush? Like, I knew what a contour was, and I was like, but I don't think it'll look good. And, no, it's for your eyes, but you can also use it to contour down like your nose, like really intricate contouring, which is cool if you're into like sculpting your face. I don't know how well this would blend a cream product. If you like cream bronzers or something, it might work. But this is the shape of it. It is a little bit different from the blending brush, like the $1 one, but they're pretty similar. If you want to just save $2, just get this brush. I use it way more than I use this because it's slightly tapered at the top, and this one's just a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit of like a weird shape, to be honest. And then the last brush I have is my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. I loved this brush when I first started out because it's such a big brush in comparison. It's like basically half my eyelid space. So it is pretty nice. The packaging, I don't know if you guys, yeah, you can totally tell, it's obvious, has started to crack and peel, and I can pick it all off right now if I wanted to, but I've been putting clear nail polish coats on it for a while, just trying to preserve the packaging, just because I think it's stupid buying a new brush, because the bristles are fine, but I don't know, whatever. This brush is great if you're a beginner and you just want to put like one shadow on, but you don't want to use your fingers, you just want to use like a brush or something. It's just perfect for that. It's really dense, really, really soft. And what I found that I like to use it as for, you know, is an underbrow highlight distributor because it's so big and fluffy. It's just really nice for that. The Studio brushes, I would say, overall, a big old go. A go for the face and a go for the eyes. Really, really like those. Only thing I'm not a big fan of out of this whole entire e.l.f. brush thing are the $1 face brushes. Other than that, really, really love the line of brushes that they have. I'm excited to try more from them, hopefully soon. And yeah, so if you want to check out e.l.f., you can go to Target, their website. I will link it down below so you guys can check them out. They always have BOGO sales or free shipping or 50% off or anything like that. So yeah, wait for a sale because things are so cheap and then the sales make them even cheaper. It's insane. I hope you guys like this video. I love all of you guys so much. And thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, comment, thumbs up, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys! Did they not send me two of a brush? I thought they did. What? Angled Contour Precision Smudge. What? Where are you at? Oh, it fell. I thought I was lying to myself for a second. How they said? Okay. Totally found. So, peachy, great, splendid. Woo! I have the $1 brushes